Welcome back, Squash, to the Lucky Die. Previously, Squash offers to pay for tuition at the Major Circle. Squash helps Ral get blue farewell flames to his memorial, and in the process meets Vetra, a kobold mage intent on learning from the magical book. The trio then say goodbye to Thorin and create a memorial for the sick Dragonborn. After they take a risk on a not 100% teleport, Squash returns to Falcon to impart Muwamra's wisdom. Will Vetra ever get her hand on Squash's book? Does Squash even need a spare key? And did the information he gained from a dragon help? I guess we're about to find out. Welcome back to the Lucky Die. It's a little bit before sundown, and you find yourselves at the Major Circle. One day I'm going to remember this without having to think about it. Name changes are hard, but we try. Yes. You find yourselves at the Major Circle. It's up to you. You can start inside or out. I leave this up to you.
All right. Because this is a little bit less of a gamey episode, it's more about characters interacting. I'm going to ask you for permission now that Squash runs around for about 20 to 30 minutes to prep a couple of things.
Yeah.
And then I'll spring those things on you and in conjuncture with Demi. If you don't like some of the shit that I prepped, feel free to...
So you're basically asking permission to be the GM in this situation?
Not a huge GM, just I just want to surprise...
Just a little bit.
I just want more honest reactions from Demi about some of the things.
Okay. All right. I will happily hand over the reins, and if at any point I'm like, how dare... to be fair, you sprung everything that was worth upon me in that Backstories episode, and everything that was in barely a problem. So please go ahead. If there's something I can't do with it, I'll let you know.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Squash is starting. Squash does a little bit of running around, and then he makes his way back to the Major Circle, and is going to try to find Demi, which shouldn't be hard.
Yeah, you can see that there are a lot less things floating around than when you were here a couple of hours ago. Mm-hmm. The papers that you moved around now seem to be like all in one neat pile, albeit floating a little bit with the pages slightly spread apart. And you can see as Demi's finishing writing, like the pages will fly into a specific part, as if she's forming like a small book or a scroll of some sort. Yeah, there's a lot less chaos floating around. Almost everything returned back to the correct colour for a start. And there doesn't really seem to be many people around right now. You hear, you could probably tell by, no, he's not here. Never mind. Like I say, you could probably hear Trampel, but he's not here. He's off doing something heroic for once. Yeah, let's just say that it's just Demi. She's just clearly finishing up, or she's clearly writing something still.
All right. Yeah, Squash kind of like meanders in there and like looks over the piles that she's made, making sure not to move them even an inch, as that is part of the system.
Yep.
And looks like you're winding down for the evening.
She kind of like puts her hands to the side of her face and she turns and looks at you. I need like 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
I just need 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I will be ready. I need like...
no problem.
Yes.
No problem. Yeah, Squash is going to take a step to the side somewhere and he's going to start picking through. Nah, it's weird to read Demi's book in front of her.
Yes, but she also probably wouldn't notice right now. Yeah, but like true to her word, like probably less than 10 minutes. You see her like put the quill down. The last sheet of paper that she's writing just floats off to one side, and you see them all condensed into like a very neat pile. You also notice in front of her that there are. No, you wouldn't notice that right now. Okay. That's also hidden. Never mind. Yeah. She turns and looks at you, and she has like a big smile on her face.
All right. You've been busy all day.
Yeah, pretty.
Have you eaten dinner?
She looks at like the nothingness that's on her desk. You can see that the wine bottle is now gone. I'm not sure I ate since yesterday.
Well, come with me.
Okay. Do I need to change?
No, you look great.
Thanks. You can see that like most of her hair is normally be like braided back, but most of it's actually covering over the eye socket that she has left because she's obviously quite quite self-conscious about it, so she's kind of covering it with her hair because she no longer has an eye patch. Boo.
Squash is gonna just start walking with her and just kind of casually while they're strolling, just asks like, "You seem to be like, are you doing all the things right now, or are you like focusing on some certain elements?"
I think I've done it.
Done what?
I think I figured out how to get around the soulfire problem.
You have. Squash like genuinely misses like a step in his beat.
Oh, I'm sorry. She kind of like puts her hand out, but she doesn't really touch. She just kind of like catch her full. Not that you need it. I was thinking about soul vessels, and I was thinking about the planes, the squash planes that he'd discovered, and I think I figured it out.
Okay.
I mean, it requires a little bit of work, and always the hope and prayers that we get through certain parts of it. And I think if we can get through the first hurdles on our own, I don't know how to help that, but I'm confident that we can. And then it should be simple. So, yeah.
That's amazing. You did all that in what, 2 days?
I've been thinking about it probably a little bit longer than that.
Oh, yeah, of course. The work you do before you start the work is still work.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a bit, and I just had working for Trempel meant I actually had time to think. Strangely enough, whilst working, I had more time to think about what it is that I could be doing. So I just started writing everything I remembered about the squash planes, because I kind of realized that if I didn't write it down, that would probably be lost because we burnt all the notes, and we obviously don't want Dacian to have that, but Dacian's now like stuck in oblivion, so that's super good. And I just thought I'd need to write them down, and the more I wrote, the more I realized that we could use this as a way to help ourselves. And you got the dragon sap, and that's the energy that we would need to make a bunch of squash planes.
Okay. Walk me through the logistics. And Squash like opens a door to a house and like leads her in.
She's paying no attention to where you are, by the way. She's just blindly following, so to speak. Yeah, so if you portion up all of the dragonly sap, and there is really only just enough to do all of this, you can throw it and cause the explosion that we were talking about. And there's this vial, there's like a small potion vial, and it has a stopper in it. And I managed to figure out a spell to put on the stopper that the action of taking the stopper out of the vial, it's a tight squeeze, because you don't want any dragonly sap piling out, of course, if it's a tight squeeze. But you pull it out, and that motion should be enough to cast the spell to create a small squash plane. And it's only very small, and it's only very temporary. It probably lasts like maybe a couple of minutes at the most, but it's long enough to separate the fuel, i.e. our souls, from the fire and put it somewhere else. But of course, like, that's not the only thing, because if you come straight back out as when the plane collapses, or when you leave it, then you're just going to get either set back on fire again, or you're just going to have a soul floating around, and that's going to be useless. So inside there is a soul vessel that you can put your soul into, and then when you come out, you have a new body. like, you get to be you again. I mean, not the original body because that's burning up and full of God, but like other than that, like, yeah. So it's just
sounds amazing.
As simple as popping a cap when we get back to the Sentinel plane. I mean, we can't do it outside of the Sentinel plane because I don't know how magic exactly is going to work out there, and I'm happy to just wing it, but I don't want to risk their lives winging it. So as long as we can get back to the material plane, which I think, the Sentinel plane, or any of our planes, Bicron, if we want to get back to Bicron, I think it's enough. I think it's enough.
Squash pulls out a chair in front of her.
She sits down. Again, she has no idea. She's not paying any attention to what's going on.
He walks around and sits on a clearly halfling-made chair for human-sized tables. And on the table in front of them is a hot meal. A Falsum special, let's say.
Okay.
Now, we need to think a little bit. Let's decide that goats are popular around Falsum, as they...
Of course.
Nah, it's close to the desert. It would have to be some arid. Goats are more cool in chill places.
Yeah, I mean, that or camel. I mean, like, butchering animals right now is probably the go-to thing because of the complete lack of food.
Yep.
So, yeah, like, I think, like, definitely more meat or whatever vegetables would grow in, like, a few days, like maybe carrots or something.
Yeah. He's got, like, there's a, basically, it's super plain. It's basically just a steak, but it is a steak, which is food, not a good berry. It has some sauces and like herbs and items around it. It's been done the best that is doable, but it is food. And on the table between them, there are two bottles. One clearly some kind of alcoholic wine, and the other one's just water. And Squash just like kind of sits down opposite her and says, "Okay, so." How do you create the vessels themselves? Like, is that...
So, there are... Well, I had Jandario a little while ago find some soul vessels because I was thinking it's maybe a thing that we needed, and he found more than enough. He found plenty of them, and they're just... I made them a part of the spell, and they're basically just hibernating, I guess. That they're in the... They're in oblivion. They're kind of just waiting there, waiting for the spell to go off, and then they will appear in each of their squash planes. So you just hold on to it when you leave the plane. There'll be a portal, or the plane will just collapse, in which case, like, you know, that you will still get ejected, but with the soul vessel, and then you'll just have a body. So, yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow. Where the hell did you get steak? Where the hell are we?
Oh, yes. So, food crisis, all that. Luckily, it only destroyed meat that was not part of a living being containing a soul, or at least like the essence of a life. So all the animals were okay. Now, I don't know if you know, but the kinda richer farmers have been selling steaks on the down low, not telling everybody about it.
Then... How? Because I'm going to go on a big assumption here. Not rich, and she points at you with like both her hands.
No, but
so how this? Like, you can see she's picking up the knife of the orc, and she's just like, "Oh my god, I'm so hungry!" Just like going through it.
Well, it just happens that an old friend of Damace's is still living in town, and he still owes me since that time I helped him and his wife get some. It wasn't exactly legal, but I had some around. And I never really asked for anything back. I just kind of spent the evening with them, and they owed me. So, the person, let's just let him go unnamed, but this is his house, and he cooked it for me right over there.
Wait, what? And I think I should probably thank whoever house it is that I'm in.
No, they left for the evening. They've got things to do.
Oh, okay.
He said romantic midnight stroll at like sundown, so good luck to them.
Yeah, well, maybe it's midnight for someone somewhere, but okay. Thank you for organizing this. I didn't realize how hungry I am.
No problem. No, I know you've been working yourself ragged while the rest of us have been kind of just killing time waiting for the inevitable. And we all appreciate it. We really do.
Thank you. Yeah. I think it's mostly done now. I think all of it's just waiting for me to now, I think. So what about you? What have you been up to while I've been trying to save myself?
Well, where to begin? Well, I went to meet the dragon.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. So his name is Vadrundra. You probably know that.
Yeah.
Big dragon. Like, imagine a lizard the size of the castle in Ballyboot.
I kind of met Uwama already.
Was I there?
No, actually, I think you were in Cicero at the time. You got kind of caught out by the trap, and then you got sent to Cicero, and then I was hanging out with everybody else, and we came to try and find you, and we rescued everybody else from downstairs, and then we were hanging out in somebody's room. I don't think it was mine. I think it may have been Laftian's room. And then, yeah, there was a big dragon that was flying overhead, and then the dragon landed on the roof. It landed on the freaking roof, and Ral and everybody else just went out there to talk with it. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah, so I kind of...
They are loonies. They are absolute loonies.
It was definitely a bold choice. But then, with Ral and everything, it kind of made a bit of sense to go maybe talk to the dragon that was responsible for some of the things that had happened in his life. So, yeah, I think that's more than fair.
Yeah. We chatted with the dragon, and it was really cool. Huge fucker. Of course, there's a little bit of deflation as he's talking, as his mind wanders a bit, and then he goes like, I'm sorry to ask this. It's kind of pertinent to the next point.
Okay.
Is it safe to talk?
As safe as it can be without him being 100% here. Do you need him to be gone?
No, it's not necessary. It's just a idle thought. Doesn't need to be talked about today. We can talk about it another day.
No, it's okay. Give me a minute. And you see her eyes flick through like bright red and pure blackness, and they kind of swirl for a little bit, and you see her like mouthing words, but they're no words that you would understand. No, you wouldn't be able to understand, because if she's making no noise, it's not translated into Halfling for you. Yeah, you have no idea what she's saying because it's in Orcish. It takes like a couple of minutes, but after she kind of like shakes her head and everything clears up, I'm like, okay, we good.
Sorry, you didn't need to do that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I think he'd rather that I talk to him about it than you eat him from.
Yeah. I don't know. I was having a very, very dumb thought. So, how do I? It's so dumb to try to like get to the end point. Have you ever had that situation where you have an answer to a question and you don't know how you got there?
Pretty much all the time.
Right, of course. Okay. I didn't used to care about the coming and goings of kingdoms and gods and stuff like that. I worshipped Ilmater, but like, mostly to me, the gods were just beyond understanding. But I've met a sentinel now, and they're threatening me with a very long life. And I've met a god. I'm not going to say I fought a god. I've had an argument with one.
I think causing damage to the god and very much annoying him and then being beaten up by him, I would still class that as a fight. I would definitely say you fought a god, 100%.
Okay. It made
Just because the first blow wasn't a punch to the face or a jab with a spear, it was definitely still a blow.
So, I don't know. I was thinking about this idea. I don't know. What if when we win, the gods are mad at the mortals.
Why would they be mad?
We absolutely failed to save 5 of them.
I don't think that would be necessarily how they would see that. It's not our fault that gods died.
And it's not my fault I went with Dachin, yet he threw me to the breathers. It's not always logical how people of great power think.
That is very true. I probably have one of the closest relationships with a god that anyone has, and I don't.
I know. And it's definitely, I'm not saying, I mean, Chromes would be my first assumption, but I'm not.
Actually, I don't think it would be. I would be more worried about the reason that I can't speak common with you.
Okay. Yeah. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Veronra had like a little chat about this. And
You're worried that they might turn on us?
Turn is such a wrong word. I believe that we have had an amicable relationship with the gods for thousands of years now. They want us and we want them. I think it might become a little bit skewed now that... How do I say this? Imagine you have a child and you love your child. But one day your child comes home with a sword. A big, scary sword. And he refuses to give it up. You become scared of your child. And now it's a teenager or an adult. I think they never assumed we'd grow up. I don't think they ever thought the idea of god murder was ever on the table.
Yeah. And like you see her face like just drop. Yeah. The balance of power between us and the gods have always been skewed in their favor.
Heavily. Like, not even comparable.
I mean, only one person right now knows how to kill a god, but it wouldn't take someone like me very long if I really wanted to. Now that I know it exists, and now that they know that I can carve up gods, I don't think it will come to that, Squash.
I hope not. I hope not. It's just...
I think it's something that... this is going to sound awful to say. I think this is a problem that's not going to be mine. I'm not going to live for thousands of years, am I? But I can, if or when I make it through this, we can look into it, if you want. But I think maybe provoking something that may not be there is not a smart idea.
No, absolutely not. No, I'm not. I've learned my lesson. I do not go poking where I do not even have close the amount of power required to get a satisfactory answer.
But you're gonna.
I may look behind the curtains, but I don't know, it feels... When I saw how quickly Laffian and Sultana turned on Emil, and how quickly I agreed with them, I saw how fickle relationships between opposing forces can be. And it scared me, because I was more than willing to let Emil stay there. And I, at the start of the conversation, thought Raoul was kind of wrong, but I don't know where I stand on that. But yeah,
I think Emil is complicated for a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been thinking more and more about it too. It worries me, but I think he deserves a chance. And if he doesn't deserve a chance, then nor do I. Really. So, relationships between people of great power, they're either very, very, very solid or it's a temporary truce.
Yeah.
And what we have with Esmil is a temporary truce.
I think so. But I also believe Emil has never wronged us personally.
I don't think so.
So...
I think he's trying to do better.
Maybe it's not ours to forgive him. Simply let him be.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to bring down the mood like that.
No, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. So, did you do anything else over the last few days?
Well, I found out the thing about Salt.
Okay.
Yes, I already picked it. I already poked you about it like yesterday. He has the hammer thing.
Right, yeah.
I started a mob.
Oops.
I don't feel like I started the mob. I feel like the bar owner started the mob. But
well, I think anyone who's chasing down Salt, who is probably pretty responsible for the reason why a lot of people are starving right now, I think a mob is a very normal response to such a thing.
Yeah. I think I might need to be more careful talking about that. That may have been a dumb thing to say out loud.
I mean, it may also make it easier for him to know that he's being tracked, and also maybe it can make it easier for him to be able to avoid, because a mob is traditionally not quite quiet.
No. Yeah.
But hopefully they'll be deterrent enough that he doesn't get to where he wants to go in the right time. And I just have to... We can figure out how to track the hammer, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't do that right now. I'm just a little... I guess I'm a little fuzzed in the brain. Yeah.
Well, yeah. And Squash pours her a glass of water.
Thank you.
And himself... there's been a lot going on, and you've had a lot on your mind, and I'm genuinely really impressed by the work you've done. I knew you were very clever and very smart, but you've kind of, this was a game stepper.
Yeah, it's definitely a change. I feel like it's possible. I didn't feel like it was possible at all before. And Ace is just different.
Good. We were in the Veranra Island, which is called Demise.
What's it like?
Very busy. So we look around and we say how busy everybody is, but that's because Falsum knows about the end of the world. You remember how Falsum was before? It was kind of I wouldn't call it a sleepy town. There's a big-ass prison in there. But, it never felt...
No, it was definitely very chill. Yeah. I mean, it didn't feel like anything outside was actually relevant here at all. I'm maybe change between the dusk and the dawn, but nothing really ever changed.
Yeah. Falsum changed his leaderships, and I genuinely don't think anybody even painted their house in the meantime. Nobody cared. I think Damaris is never sleepy. I have the feeling those Dragonborn work every day. I don't think there's a single bar there.
Oh, that's not cool. But sounds great.
Well, then you'll be happy to know they're opening up their visa applications.
No, not the visas. Oh, no.
Then you'll be happy to know they're actually opening up their border to, I don't think the word refugees is the right word, just visitors, people, immigrants.
I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to go and figure out what their system magic is, because that's evolved completely separately from all of ours.
They are super interested in our magic.
Really?
Yes. So we needed an internal flame, and I couldn't make one because I'm a dummy and I don't know how to do things myself. I only know how to do things other people have shown me how to do. And so we went and we talked to this Dragonborn mage. They were Dragonborn, not a kobold, right? Yep.
She was a kobold.
We went to talk to this kobold mage, and she was really, really bargainy. She really didn't want to give anything away. So I had to try to get her on the track of what I was trying to get from her. So I showed her your book, your magic book. And
what did they think?
She tried to steal it. And then
that's a mark of a good book, at least.
Then she tried to illegally copy it.
Okay.
And then she made me promise to give it to her if Raoul and Emma did anything illegal. So that's 3 different ways in which that kobold tried to take ownership of the book.
Okay. First of all, she doesn't have it right. Raoul and Emma are on in trouble.
No. It's in my backpack.
Oh, okay, good.
No, made absolutely sure that she doesn't have it. But she did tell me that you hid things in that book.
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because, first of all, I didn't know you'd stolen my book.
You knew. We've talked since...
I knew eventually, but I didn't know you had stolen my book. And I thought it was kind of obvious, I guess. I mean, some of it is hidden because I haven't finished writing, and Dana hasn't finished looking over some of it. And it's only really a first draft anyway, and I think some of the theories in there are not quite as I thought they were. At least when I wrote them, it was not coming from the same point of view that I'm thinking about it from now. Yeah, there's a lot of things hidden in there. I didn't think that you would steal it or learn from it, which is just impressive in its own right. I have things hidden in there. I can't let you keep that book when you become timekeeper.
Why not? Okay. First of all, okay. And Squash takes out the book out of the backpack and puts it on the table. It is your book. Yes.
Because there's things in there that you would have to track down.
Squash looks down at the book. About Demi? No.
There's some time magics in there.
Well, I'm glad you told me that. Because I have arranged to have copies made of it. Only with your approval. I assumed you might want to add a little pre-word, or you might want to rewrite some sections of it. But
oh yeah, 100%.
The same guy who owns this house actually owns a print shop. Where was it? It's really, really far north. It's deep in elf territory. Elf territory. That's not what I would say. It's really far north. It's really close to Bellickwood. It's like a fancy little shop where they can print things really quickly. They use magic and some machines and stuff. And he promised that they would make 20 copies of it. And I already got green light from Trampel to have at least 5 of them on their shelves. And I was going to find other places. I was going to give one to the kobold mates. I think it's unfair to not give her one.
You arranged to have our book printed.
Well, I'm sorry. I should have, of course, asked, and I am now. I put a tiny money into his hand for the promise to have it printed. But I think this book is very, very important, and I think it has a lot of information and lessons for people that are learning how to play with magic or want to learn how to use magic. And I think it's important that it exists in many places, because we know how volatile the world is. If there's simply a single copy of this book, it might be lost forever, and that wouldn't be fair to the world.
Yeah, she looks quite taken aback. I don't know what to say.
Say we'll edit out the time stuff?
I promise. I'll go through and I'll take out the time stuff. No worries. Wow. I guess you must have thought the book is pretty good then, huh?
Yes. This is by far the best book I've ever read. It literally, with no hyperbole, changed my life.
You're welcome, and thank you.
Thank you.
You did check with Donna first, right?
Yes. Donna said that she wanted to rewrite a couple of chapters, reword a couple of things, and she wanted to do a forward thing. Like, this book was written before we knew the Blissful Eclipse even existed. As a things, like, kind of plunk it down where in time it was written, because she was afraid if it got preserved for, let's say, a couple of millennia, that people would read it and get, like, wrong ideas about what magic actually is.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully after like a couple of thousand years, the theories of magic would have changed. I mean, they're changing now. I mean, everything I've learned recently, everything that you're doing, I mean, the fact that the theories are even anywhere close is unreal to me. And you are literal living proof of that. And you're going to be living proof of that for thousands of years.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. That's amazing. Thank you.
Squash blushes a little bit.
So you've been busy, huh?
Not super busy, just a little busy. I think everybody deserves a chance to learn to do what their heart tells them to do.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. It's a very good goal to have.
And, I'm going to have maybe a couple of 100 years to waste. I don't know. I think it would annoy the living hell out of me if I had like a what's it called, first edition of something, and like seeing people do things wrong, because I know that in like 50 years somebody's going to get the wrong idea about magic because of the Blissful Eclipse. They're going to be like, oh yeah, the gods created the walls so that they could be broken down, so that they could do these or those things. There's going to be some idiot writing dumb stuff. And I'd rather your book to be out there.
Like the conspiracy theorists. Like, I know that there's a really strong movement. I don't know if it's actually, if they're being serious or if they're very like tongue-in-cheek, but I know that there's a really strong like, conspiracy theory. There's one definitely based out of Blighthouse, and I have no idea if they're being serious or whether the Blighthouse folk are just mucking around. I have no idea.
I haven't heard of this. Can you? I would like to know more.
Yeah, there's a person who runs the ferry. Like, they go between Blighthouse Island and the rest of the plane, and apparently they're always talking some sort of conspiracy nonsense. Yeah, you should try it. Like, we should try it when we get the chance, when we go to Blighthouse, I guess, to experience that.
That sounds
like
fun.
That'll be kind of fun.
I think that's. I'm putting that in the on the list.
On the list it goes.
Squash gets up, and I'm assuming he's taking like clean plates, very clean plates.
She'll get up and help. Yeah. Like, she's not going to sit there. And
they move it to some kind of a kitchen-y area, and.
Yeah, she just casts prestidigitation and the whole things are cleaned.
Oh. I'm going to have to get used to that.
Oh, you mean not cleaning up? It's one of the best things about being a mage. You don't have to clean this up.
Yeah, but...
Did you not learn that spell? I think I put the cantrip in there.
You did, but... Okay, so... You know these, like... You used the word, cantrip.
Yeah.
They are nothing like everything else. Like, whoever invented that is a madman.
It's just a result of people casting the spell so many multiple times that the price becomes kind of irrelevant. So it's just and it's done. It's very simple and very easy.
I think it's... I genuinely think it's more complicated than that. I don't think you learn cantrips. I think cantrips are etched into your muscles, your bones, and your soul. I think we are born with a certain amount of cantrips that we are going to learn, and we don't know which they are, and we think we get the choice. We think like, oh, I am going to, like, there's one that's like fire and one that's ice, right?
Yeah.
I think every being, when they're presented with these cantrips and they're trying to learn them, they don't choose fire or ice. It was chosen to them. Like, there was never a choice to do it. It's their fate. And I know there's a single god out there that's going to kick my ass for saying it, but I think it's your fate.
Your theories are interesting.
No, you can't swap cantrips around. That's the thing. I've tried so hard to try to get prestidigitation to work for me. It will not.
You will. One day you will. We'll make it our mission to get you to be able to clean your own plates. So, did Damas have a chance to speak with you before he left?
Did he tell you?
He told me he wanted to talk to you about the thing that is going to be happening for him, but I don't know if he ever had a chance to meet with you. When he came to me to go back to Helsif, it was just, it was very much a rush, and I was very much like in the middle of figuring out how to get a soul vessel into a squash plane without the squash plane already existing. So I was kind of a little bit, I'm going to talk to him again soon at some point. It's just, okay. I don't know if he ever got a chance to talk to you.
We did have a chance to talk together. We helped Donna move.
Yeah, Donna, yeah.
Yeah, we helped Donna move. I don't know why exactly she's moving 5 days before the apocalypse, but that's what she wanted.
I think she has a very great hope for the future that she's going to continue, and I think those stairs up to the back of her flat was just a bit much for her.
They were killer. Those were the steepest and highest. It was like a ladder.
It's like a ladder, and they're so uneven. Like, how do you build a house and not build the steps to be the same? It's got to be the simplest thing. You make it the same size things, and then you just repeat it a dozen times. I don't understand.
It's carpenters, they're fickle mistresses. Okay, so first order of business, of course. Congratulations on becoming an aunt.
Yeah. I'm really excited. I love Helsif's kids. They're so adorable and they're so strong. And one of them definitely has a magical inclination. And I'm so excited to meet Damas's firstborn. I'm really glad he said yes to being the father of all of them.
Yes. It's going to be very exciting times for him.
Yeah.
Who's going to take over the lodge? Like, surely he's not going to have 4 Rugrats and Helsif.
I think it's 3 Rugrats, Helsif. He's the leader of the dual goddesses. I don't know. I don't know.
Let me put it like this. You can only keep so many plates spinning. Like, one of them is going to fall to the ground.
Yeah.
And
I feel like any kid of Damas's is going to be a nightmare. Mm-hmm. Like a genuine nightmare. This child is going to be, yeah.
No, Damas is the best. Heart of gold and the patience of a mountain.
Well, he had to be with me. Like, growing up next to me, he just had to have a lot of patience. I think I grew with him a lot. So, I don't know. I don't know. I have a feeling he's going to have to give up either the lodge or following Zoltana and Adet. But I think the lodge may be the one that suffers.
Well,
I don't know. But maybe he could do it all. Maybe there is a way.
Maybe he can have it all.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. I'd very much like to think so.
On that note, I should have probably waited until he stopped being the leader of Lodge because he fired me. You knew?
It's really awkward.
You knew?
He asked, and I we made this agreement a long time ago that we'd never let our relationships interfere with our jobs. So he asked if, and I said I'm not really, that we're maybe figuring it out. I'm sorry, did I get you fired?
It's not like I wanted the job.
Yeah, but that does make things in the future, I guess, a little difficult because you don't have a job.
No, I do not. But I'm good at tracking. I'm good at finding people and things. I know sparse amount of magic, and currently magic is a premium.
Yeah.
I think...
Yeah, that's true.
I think I have enough... I've more than enough skills and opportunities to ever have to fall back on my illicit ways.
Yeah. And the worst is that we could, I'm sure the major circle would hire you to demonstrate your skills. Because if Trampar wants to have copies there, and if there are other people that want to learn magic the way that you've done, but minus the Godstream,
yes,
you could probably at least show them.
I would love to.
And that could help for a while. And you'd have 1,000 years to develop a bunch of other skills.
Well, the first thing we have to figure out is how to, interject magic to begin with. Because there's no way I would have figured any of this out without the Eye of Winter.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
It's critical that you get I don't even know what it is that I need to figure out what the Eye of Winter is. Where it comes from and how it does what it does. Because I'm not looking to be able to give, we don't need the ability to resist cold and cast spells. Resist cold, I hate that I use that phrasing. But what we do need is just that injection of just a needle of the...
You need a catalyst, a spark.
Catalyst, yes. And with a catalyst comes the taste, the feel, the presence of it all. It's like moving a muscle you never knew you had. Like somebody has to pull it for the first time, whether you by accident when you sneezed one day, or falling off a horse and then you're bedbound for weeks, and then you have to learn how to move everything again, and all of a sudden you realize wait a minute, there's a muscle at the top of my head where I pull on it and it makes my whole head shift a little bit weirdly. You just have to find...
It makes you wiggle your ears.
Yes. Oh yeah, something weird like that. You need something to get you there. And then from there, it is about applying yourself.
Catalyst, huh?
Mm-hmm. You have an idea?
Not right now, but I probably will. I mean, that's something we can definitely work on. We can figure out how to manufacture catalysts, I guess.
Well, that sounds dangerous.
Yeah, probably will be. At least to start with. I mean, any new magics is always a little bit wild and unpredictable.
Oh, you know what is 100% a magic catalyst?
What's that?
This dragon blood that Veranra wanted me to give you.
What? Squash, you can't just wander around with incredibly powerful things like this and just... handily go, oh, here's this dragon sap, the dragon leaf sap I stole from him. Here's some dragons, but of course you have to be way more careful with these things.
I've got worse things in my backpack. This is just good.
No, don't. What do you mean you have worse things?
It's not worse. It's just equally as impressive. And Squash has a little sly smile.
Do I want to know?
Yeah, sure. Squash is gonna reach into his backpack and he's gonna roll out a single vial with a grain of sand in it.
Oh, is that... No.
No way you get it from a single grain of sand.
It depends if it's coloured.
Well, you're allowed to touch
Remember,
the vial.
there are multiple colours.
You're allowed to touch the vial.
Squash, where the hell did you get this from?
From my new mentor.
You spoke with Hope?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that would explain why Cyric was here, I guess.
Oh, you met him?
Yeah, Cyric came and spoke to me about stuff.
He probably did that while I was keeping Hope occupied.
Yeah. He was talking to me about magic and the future, and I don't know. I get the feeling that he was trying to ask me to maybe do something, but then he just realized that he just didn't give a shit about fate and jobs and being a person of responsibility and stuff. I just don't think he cares.
Do you think he has what's the word I'm looking for? It's not protege. What's the word? Somebody who's lined up to take your place when you're done.
A successor.
You think he has a successor?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Do you think he's starting to ask you to be a successor?
Maybe. I mean, I am the catalyst for new magic. I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever really want the responsibility. No, not responsibility. It's not right now. I don't really think I have enough understanding of this new magic to do that. I have a lot of understanding of the old school of magic. I have a lot of understanding of wild magic, and I know a lot about the magic that you're doing now. But even in conversations with you recently and things I've recently learned, I realize I don't really know that much about it at all. Like, being frank, like, I can put theories together and maybe they will come to fruition, but I still don't understand why. I didn't know the thing about the catalyst. That kind of doesn't help. And also the things I've learned in creating the squash plane and putting spells inside stoppers, I realize there's so much more that I don't know.
Yes. There is so much for everybody to learn.
Yeah.
And you need hundreds, if not thousands of years to learn it.
Yeah.
So, all of that, old magic, new magic, squash planes, soul vessels, that's all you know about magic. That's a lot of what you know about magic. Content.
Yeah.
What I know about time, the sun rises over there, is set over there, and no matter how much I curse, and no matter how much I plead, I can never stop the sun from rising again.
You can certainly slow it down, though.
I don't think that's magic, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know. But your job is quite different from what Cyric's is, if I understand it. Although I'm not really sure that Cyric really has a job, or he really embraced whatever his job is supposed to be. I think he's just like, yeah, this is an excuse to hang out with Hope for the rest of this particular era. I don't know. I'm not sure that's something I would want to do necessarily, because, one, I don't really feel like I can do that very well, and I would have to give up being an Eye of Grimsh for that. I'm not sure I'm ready to do that.
I understand. It's if I had a choice, and Squash does air quotes around choice. Listener, note that I, Aethod, have debated whether Squash actually has a choice for probably well over 5 hours with V off camera. So, very sorry about that. If I had a choice in whether I want to be a timekeeper or not, I'm not sure what I would pick. But the world has given me a path, and I believe I can do good. I've done enough bad to do a little good back.
I don't doubt it. You're a good person. I mean, yeah, a little lost in there sometimes, but you're a good person. You have a good heart.
So, whatever you choose to do, I believe that is the right choice.
It would certainly make some things that I'm worried about a little easier. For sure.
Squash looks away. Yeah.
But I think that's maybe future me worry. I mean, even if it was something that Cyric was asking me to do, which I'm not 100% sure he was really flippant. And then he and I were talking about the essence of chaos magic. And I haven't suffered any fallout since I cast that spell with Dacian. Chaos magic always comes at a price, and I don't know what this is. A little bit worried. Chaos magic always has a price.
Do you think maybe Grumsh took the price for you?
No way. Not a chance. I don't know. I guess I just need to keep an eye out for that.
Any chance the gods wavered the fee this one time? I know I've been told it doesn't work like that, but like from what I've learned from Hope is, yes, it does work that way. It just comes at a price to the god themselves.
I don't think so, because Clemdell still made us pay their price for the spells we cast.
Yeah.
Like, there's one thing between casting a tracking spell and healing all of us back up, which are known spells with known costs and known quantities and ways of casting them, but forcing Magna up through the earth in a very small hole just to engulf Dachin and I, and not suffer any fire damage myself, which still kind of blows my mind a little bit. I'm lava proof. Kind of weird. But in a way that doesn't hurt anyone else, that is a lot of control over chaos. That's a lot of control over nature, and it hasn't come at a cost yet, and I'm a little concerned. I mean, maybe the cost was something really benign that I just didn't notice, like one of my earrings have disappeared, or my belly button tattoo has gone away. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
You've been researching chaos magic, haven't you?
My whole life, yeah. What?
I'm just thinking.
What are you thinking?
The 1 in a million. So a friend of mine once told me that you can play a billion games of Strife Mallet 5000, and you could play a billion games of Strife Mallet 5000, and basically nobody will make the same moves more than like 10 times, like from their goes. And you could put a billion people in a billion demi-planes. You could put a billion people in a billion squash planes, and they would still not get past like the 11th move. And then you could put billion squash planes into billion demi-planes with billion people in each one of them, and you might get up to 12 moves. It's the ever-increasing odds of inevitability, like chaosness.
Yeah.
But there's probably one person out there that had a piece of clothing blow off his clothing line, and it landed folded. And nobody believes him because it's so unlikely.
You know, that's a good theory.
Maybe the chaos was what you intended in the end.
Maybe the chaos was not being burnt alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then I'm not going to test my lava-proof theory.
Just touch like a candle first?
Yeah, I'll start small.
All right, I think we need to leave the house now because I'm pretty sure that they're coming home any minute now, so let's go.
Oh, Squash, you did actually know this person. You did actually ask
Yes,
permission,
I know him,
right?
but I also know he's going to be mad. I know he's going to be mad as hell if we're still here an hour later.
Okay. Like, as she goes, Demi, like, shows off and she touches the table with prestidigitation and everything cleans up behind you.
He's going to think we weren't even here. He's going to think I stole 2 camel steaks and left.
Wait, you cooked that?
Yeah, of course I did.
That was great.
Well,
oh, I'm sorry. I made it rest for 10 minutes longer than you'd intended. I'm sorry.
No, babe. No, I intended for you to eat it. It went perfectly. What are you talking about?
I did eat it. It was really good.
Thank you. I'm not a good cook. Fami helped me 90% of the way there, explained to me what herbs and what to use.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah, they go outside. I'm assuming the sun is mostly set at this point.
Yeah, like I say, it's pretty down. Like if you look in one direction, it's just like darkness.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just darkness. That the moon isn't even really showing at all, and there aren't really any stars to provide any light whatsoever. So, yeah. And then the other way, it's you can see like the rays of the sun a little bit as it's beginning to dip. Yeah.
Yes. Squash like kind of sprints a little bit to catch up with Demi after he closes the door. And then kind of like he's not guiding her anywhere at this point. It's just like walk and talk.
Yeah.
yeah, Squash like kind of like sprints to catch up with her, and then they kind of just walk and talk for a couple of minutes. I don't want to go straight to the next subject because I do believe they have bullshit to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Like, there will be plenty of bullshit for them to bullshit.
Who is Femi actually? Did you actually steal that steak? I don't believe you. You're a thief. Open your pockets.
You're full of shit. You're way better at magic than I thought you were going to be, right? This is all lies. This is an illusionary state. Yeah, 100%.
And I think they walk and talk for a good, like, half an hour. Until they... There's definitely no fountain Falsum, I would think. Or has there been? Oh, super nerds out there that listen to the show religiously. Is there a fountain in Falsum? Has anybody in the team ever mentioned a fountain in Falsum?
You know what? Fuck this shit. Yeah, like towards the edge of town, like where you get to the places where... No, fuck it, I know where there'll be one. Yeah, as you kind of head towards the edge of the town, when you see like the large mayor's house that you've only ever really seen from the inside, I guess. You recognize bits of it from a different angle. Yeah, there's like a couple of really big houses that are kind of like really close to that, and they all have their own little like tiny little fence that goes around it. Yeah, and in the center of that kind of like square, I guess, yeah, there is a fountain. It's not currently running. It's a waste of magic and money and water right now. But yeah, like this is like in the middle of what would be like a courtyard where people bring up their horses and their carriages and stuff to be outside the big manor houses. But yeah, like, yeah, there is one. There aren't. It's up to you for other people around. But yeah, it's just dry right now.
I like that idea. I like it's just like an empty, like an off fountain. And I think there's definitely like a little moan from Squash, like, oh, of course it's off. Then like moves up to like just plunks his ass down. And like as they move from one topic to another, he's gonna steer it into a direction that he like his brain goes. And he goes like, okay, I understand the whole like price thing, but like, okay, so do you understand how the rifts work? The brought back to life rifts?
Sort of.
Like,
I mean, I know enough.
Yeah, so we both know I was brought back to life.
Yeah.
Which means there's a rift somewhere, which was created by my resurrection, if I'm understanding this correctly.
Yeah. Anyone who's been brought back, there is a small, like, shimmer, I guess, in the air.
Yeah, and that's where the breathers came from, if I'm understanding correctly.
You can see that she's, like, trying to catch up with where you were, and then she just kind of nods, like, yeah, okay, yeah.
So, somewhere out there is now danger, and it just has my name written all over it. And not just that, there's also, there are people that paid prices to help get me back.
Yeah, Laffian.
Not just Laffian. It was like an older Orcish lady in Bellum. I think she used to be Orcish.
I think you already spoke with her about that. I think she knows.
Okay, good. Yeah, and yeah, he goes like, yeah, balance, and of course, and then he trails off.
Yeah, Frelia.
Yeah, so it's highly irresponsible of me, knowing that people paid prices and there's danger out there, to just ignore the danger. Like, it's all because of me. It was all done for my benefit.
No, well, yeah, first of all, it was to bring you back, but do you not think that we wanted you back? It's not just about you.
No, I don't. No. No, it's absolutely not. That's the craziest thing I've heard you say, Demi.
No, like, I understand that you're saying that there's a price and that there's danger, and it's because of you, but I would pay that price every day. Like, if Grimsh forbid Demise or his kid or you, I pay that price every day.
Okay. First of all,
Shut up, you do the same.
Second of all, have you ever been brought back?
No. I'm as I am.
Have you ever paid the price to bring somebody back? I'm sorry, these are personal questions. I'm just...
No, they're fine. You can ask me at least. I'm not directly dealing with a spectre or miracle. I paid the price to Grimsh, you paid the price for demise.
Yeah. All right, yeah, so, yeah. I've talked to Levian and Sultana and Ral about it. And when you cast the spell, you're asked to pay a price. And they don't tell you what the price is, they ask. Very similar to Clamdell.
Yeah.
And once you've paid the price, the subject, in this case me, in Damas's case is Damas, they were asked, do you want to come back? You get a choice.
You see that she has like beginnings of a smile on her face.
You are choosing to come back.
So you're choosing to make a rift.
Yes. I had the knowledge. Damas did not.
No, I don't think it's a well-known thing, but it is why a lot of, from what I understand, the fights they're only temporary rifts, and there's a planeswalker in Apala's army that thinks she can track them.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love for a different option than having to ask the book where my rift is.
Oh. Yeah. I can introduce you to Daisy. I think I'd have to ask someone to send a message to her. But yeah, I mean, you could. Do you, I mean, I can't, but you could.
Talk to Daisy?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
Let me check out sending. You have to be familiar with them, so you wouldn't be able to.
But can I cast sending on Demi and have Demi talk to? Does Demi have sending?
No.
Got rid of sending, huh?
No. Like, I think we keep stumbling over this. Like, she still doesn't have it.
Yeah.
But you have cast spells that Demi knows through Demi.
Mm-hmm.
Or because of her. Like, you could try reversing the process. So she casts your spell through you.
Ooh, that's a fun idea. That is a great idea, Demi.
Wait, what? No, what?
I think there's definitely like a back and forward conversation where they like
yeah,
talk.
they discuss that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Shop talk.
Yeah, I was like, okay. So you let me cast that spell. It was great.
Uh-huh.
So just if you follow my steps, and you should be able to release the energy, and I should be able to mold it where it needs to go.
Okay.
And then it will be your energy, simply sculpted like a
like a press.
Yes, like a press, like a I'm
like a mold press.
What's the name of the thing they put in forges where they put metal inside of it? Mold.
Molds.
It's been put into molds. I've molded it. Oh, good. I used the word 5 seconds ago. Ooh. It's getting late and I am so tired.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say they go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to ask her to meet with you?
Tell her there's halfling who was resurrected. That's one word. Who wants to find his rift. Could you help him? He can't pay handsomely, but he can pay.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Daisy's a really nice girl. Okay. Demi sends the message out. You see her eyes go purple. You feel like a strange, like there is current passing through you. And the rune that you have on your arm begins to glow, just a faint amount. And you feel it just wash through you. And Demi looks at you and she says, "Okay, so Daisy's going to this thing tomorrow, but she said she'd be free to meet you afterwards."
Okay, tomorrow.
She'd be more than happy to try and help you find that and to figure out how to close it if there's a possibility of closing such a rift, which she doesn't think there may be, but I don't know. Worse things have happened.
I just need to know where it is. I need people around it to be aware of it. And like I don't have dreams of closing rifts. Like those are like wounds to the world.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's the paid price, and if you undo what you paid, you often have to return the goods. And I don't think anyone wants to return you to death. Except maybe Dacian, but he's in a hole.
I know another person who would be happy to have me in a hole.
Maybe.
Squaz looks at her like...
You do remember, right?
Okay. Like, yeah, there's definitely like I want to open this, but I'm gonna...
Keep this closed.
No, I'm not crazy enough to think that I can close rifts, but I think it's the responsible thing to take time out of my life and find it, try to make it as less dangerous as I can, and let those who live in the area know.
Yeah. I mean, we can only hope that it's underwater.
Oh, that would be great.
That would be nice.
I mean, not so great for fishermen.
Or that it's... no, yeah, that's true. Maybe that's how some of those fishermen stories got started, like the monsters in the seas are actually just creatures that pass through from the Batham or from Cicero.
I think they're just bored, horny people on a wooden raft. And they're just inventing stories.
See, I don't think that's true. I have seen enough weird monsters in my life to think that, yeah, there probably are sea monsters out there.
Okay, but I think more than 50% of fishermen stories are bored, horny people on boats hearing other people's cool stories and deciding, I'm going to make mine sing to me.
I'm going to make mine a beautiful merlady who sits on the edge. She sings gloriously to me and I got lulled in by her. I don't know. I think maybe 10% of the stories are made up. I think the rest of them are probably true.
You're very generous today.
I'm in a good mood. Everything's coming up me today.
It's good.
Yeah. What?
You look good today.
I feel like a mess, but thank you.
Well, you don't look like one.
You're not looking half bad yourself.
Squaz looks down. I could have dressed up a little bit.
No, when I think of you, I don't think of you when we were at the Gentleman's Dueling Club and you had to be all like smart and posh. I don't. This is how I think of you. With the cloak of your father about your shoulders and a face full of scars that tell stories. Someone who works for a living. Okay, albeit by thieving, but I didn't know 100% how bad that was.
It's a lot better now. It's a lot better. I'm never getting caught again. You said you had like a little place set aside, like between the sanctuary and the Mages Society, Mages Circle. Did I misunderstand that?
I had a what with you now?
Sorry. In the last episode we recorded, Demi talked about having like a little like place to herself.
Yeah, sort of. A kind of temporary place between our place and abject poverty and sleeping on the streets. I have what was Trempel's old room? I don't know if you remember that. It was opposite my room, which is now Trempel's room.
I actually do know Trempel's old room. And Squash has like a look of like on his face. There's just a look of like, how tiny is my world exactly? Yeah. Oh, have you had time to decorate?
No, I kind of just like I pulled the beds apart and I threw up a little partition in the middle and then I threw all my stuff in the corner, and I haven't actually been back to the room since I threw everything in there because I've only really been working the job for a little bit and I kind of just been working on the desk the entire time.
Well, I would still love to see what you've done with the place.
Yeah. You can bring your stuff if you want to stay.
We'll see where the evening takes us. Hello, everybody, and thank you for listening to episode 254 of The Lucky Die. This was it wasn't intense, but it was intense in a different way. You'd know, you just listened to the episode. So thank you so much. If you do enjoy our stuff, go check out our website, theluckydie.com. There's a bunch of bonus content. There's a timeline. If you've been wondering about the timeline, you're 250 episodes in. You might be starting to miss things or misremembering things. It's definitely worth giving a read. I also want to thank our most recent patron, Chris Hughes, at least when this is recorded. I'm hoping there's more of you out there now. And I want to thank Karana X from our Patreon for giving us the name Fami. Thank you so much. If you stick around, you'll hear an ad for the show Quest Friends, and I highly hope that you listen and check it out if it sounds good to you. Thank you so much for listening and have a wonderful day. Bye.
Rest in peace.
Descansa en paz.
Repose en paix.
Riposere in pace.
Nespotual pokoju.
You've died. But don't worry, we here at Quest Friends are here to help you with your afterlife onboarding process.
As you know, the worlds of the living and the dead aren't that far apart.
And you might think, I don't need to learn anything new.
But you'd be wrong.
Dead wrong.
Every other Monday, we release fun, episodic adventures in a world where the realm of the dead is only a plane ride away, inspired by cartoons like Amphibia, The Owl House, and Gravity Falls.
So whether you've recently departed or are just visiting, welcome!
Bienvenido!
Bienvenue!
Benvenuti!
Witai!
To Quest Friends.